After my father's stroke, my husband rubbed my shoulders and said, "Let's move him into that memory care facility so we can focus on us." You did what? My husband had just told me he already put down a deposit. My father moved in after his stroke. He still owned his house, the one with my mother's curtains in the windows, the one where I held her hand when she took her last breath. My husband slid a brochure across the kitchen table. "There's an opening soon." He grabbed my hand and squeezed until my knuckles pressed together. "You're too emotional to make these decisions." I tried to pull away, but he held tighter. He finally let go with this smile that made my skin crawl. "Your father doesn't even know what day it is. What's the point?" After that, he used everything against me. The stove left on, a name forgotten. But one afternoon, I found my father holding an old photo album. He pointed at my mother in her wedding dress. She wore gardenias in her hair. I can still smell them. He remembered everything. Then one night at dinner, my husband set down his fork. "I talked to a real estate agent. Your father's house could sell in a week." My hand froze over my plate. "That's not your decision." He rolled his eyes. "Your father can't even wipe himself. Someone competent needs to handle this." He leaned closer until I could smell the wine on his breath. "I'm the one keeping this family afloat. You should be thanking me." His brother laughed from across the table. I had forgotten he was even there. My husband raised his glass. "To new beginnings." They clinked glasses like they were celebrating something I wasn't part of. I excused myself and went upstairs, but I stopped at the top of the landing and listened. Their voices carried up from the kitchen. "Once the old man is in the facility, she won't visit. We sell the house and split it. What if she finds out? She's not smart enough. She does whatever I tell her. This is the easiest money we'll ever make." I stood there in the dark with my hand over my mouth. The next morning, I waited for my husband to leave for work. Then I went straight to his office. I opened the bottom drawer and found a folder with my father's name on it. Inside was a power of attorney document with my father's signature. Clean, steady letters. My father's hands shake so badly he can barely hold a fork. Someone had forged it. Behind the folder was a listing for my father's house with the price circled and boat written in the margin. I took photos of the forged signature and the listing. Then I put everything back exactly where I found it. That afternoon, I called an elder care attorney and sent her the photos. Her voice went sharp. "A forged power of attorney is grounds for emergency intervention." She called back that evening. "This weekend, they'll be ready." For the next few days, I smiled at my husband, laughed at his jokes, and every night I lay next to him counting down the hours. That morning, his brother shows up with boxes. I hear them laughing in the kitchen. "Once we sell the house, I'm getting that boat." His brother high-fives him. "I told you she'd fall in line." My father sits in his chair gripping the armrests. Then the doorbell rings. My husband straightens his shirt in the mirror and walks over grinning. That must be the facility van. He swings open the door. Two police officers fill the door frame. Behind them stands an adult protective services agent and the attorney I hired. The smile slides off his face. "What is this?" My attorney drops papers on the coffee table. He picks them up. His hands shake as his eyes move down the page. "You went through my things?" I stand there with my arms crossed. The officer steps forward. "Did you sign your father-in-law's name on legal documents?" His face goes red. "This is ridiculous. She can barely function without me. Her father is a vegetable." I hear my father's armrest creak. The officer pulls out his notepad. "Is that why you forged his signature?" My husband slams his hand on the wall. "That house is worth a fortune. I deserve that money. I've earned it putting up with this family." The officer nods at his partner. "Thank you for confirming that." His brother bolts for the back door. The second officer catches him by the collar. My father slowly rises from his chair. The room goes still. He walks over and stops inches from my husband's face. He reaches up with his shaking hand and taps him twice on the forehead. "I knew exactly what you were doing. Every single day." My husband's knees buckle. The officers yank his arms back and the handcuffs click shut. As they drag him out, he screams at me, "You're nothing. You'll come crawling back." The sirens don't even turn on. They just drive away like he was never worth a noise. My father still lives with me. His house is still in his name.